Hey, welcome to Smith Swamp Beer Review. I'm Jammer.
And I am Shagdog.
Yes, and we're doing what, Shagdog?
Zwickel Trip by
Golly.
Trippin' Animals Brewing Company, which is out of Doral, Florida, where a lot of Venezuelans live, right?
Bavarian-style lager, people.
Yeah.
And I poured it very hard there. Very hard. Sorry.
That's right.
Yeah, this is out of Doral, Florida.
Yeah, a lot of Venezuelans in Doral, apparently.
This is 4.5 ABV.
86 a beer advocate, Keller beer / Zwickel beer, 4.5%. So they say it's a Bavarian lager. They should just say it's a Keller beer.
You know, we had a couple of Keller beers over the years. Several, actually, a few.
Yeah.
And, I think that one we did that they sent us the brewery was a Keller beer, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
That was probably one of the best ones, actually.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Keller beer fan, really. I mean, they're okay, but yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah, I mean, that was a really good beer, actually.
I had drippage.
You know, the shame of it is they said they were hoping to go into the American market, U.S. market.
Yeah.
And I don't think they ever did.
Yeah, I think they probably went bust. Probably. I mean, I wish I remembered the name of it, and we don't have the old videos anymore.
I have it, the name of it somewhere, and I think we still have the videos. So.
Oh, we'll have to go back and then look up the company and see if they're still around. It was nice to have
Saint something.
Yeah, I forget. But we did an interview with one of the guys. It's him and his Indian friend from India that owned it or something. But it was a lot of feedback on the video, and I was like, "Fuck, I don't know what to ask." I didn't come prepared. I mean, I don't interview people, Yeah. So, you did most of the talking.
This beer is
like
normal. Pale yellow, golden.
Yeah.
I got a real thick, frothy head, about a four-finger head there. It's dissipating, but slowly.
Yeah,
I accidentally poured it hard. You probably didn't pour it hard at all.
I got a four-finger.
Yeah.
About three, a little bit more than three. Actually, my head went over the glass, surprisingly.
Yeah. Well, mine is kind of leaked over the glass, too, if you really look at it. You can see.
Mine's really light looking and cloudy. I don't. Mine's lighter looking than yours. Okay. If you hold it up here, it's light.
No, the smell's not bad.
Hold it to the light. It's really light.
Kind of a grassy, citrusy, kind of lemony.
Grassy, citrusy, maybe a slight toasty, some type of maltiness in there,
Yeah, there's like a malty lemon almost,
Yeah. Yeah, you're right there.
White head. I mean,
you did this about 2.5 years ago or somewhere around there.
Yeah.
I watched the review this morning and I was like, "Oh, damn, you did this before."
I can't remember what it was, but
you gave it a C+ and a swallow back then. We'll see if it changes.
All right, C+ and swallow. I'm ready to dive in. Are you, Shagdog?
I divest.
Cheers.
Cheers, brother.
Not bad.
Yeah. I mean, I've had some Keller beers before. It didn't really taste too grassy or something, They're more malty.
Yeah.
I mean, this is more akin to a Euro lager and a Pilsner almost,
Mm-hmm. It's like a mountain goat. It just, jumping and climbing and
trying to run from Arabs.
trying to get it. Yeah, definitely running from the Arabs because they don't want to get fucked. Yeah, you're right, Shagdo.
I mean, I like goats personally, not in that kind of way, but I think they're really cool animals. They make these noises. They almost sound human. Like maybe that's why
Yeah,
they
and
like.
then the eyes are so freaky, you know.
They scream and shit.
And the thing is, they have like perfect balance, man. They jump
good.
on the smallest of rocks and
Mountain climbing and shit. Yeah.
You talk about steep climbing. I mean, they really do climb the steep. I mean, when you have goats that can climb and basically get into trees and stand on the branches of trees,
right?
I mean, they are something else. They're a force to be reckoned with. I love the can. He has kind of a smug look there as he drinks his beer. You know.
Yeah. It's a nice can. Nice logo. I like it. I don't know what's above his head. Is that a walnut or what is that?
I don't really quite know what that is. Maybe it is a nut.
Outline of a German soldier from World War I.
Goats getting nuts. I don't know.
Yeah. Now, with a goat on there, you would think, I mean, this is Florida beer, but I mean, Zwickel, German-style beer, but you would think it might be a Bock or a Doppelbock.
Yeah.
But it's a Keller beer.
Yeah.
But to me, it's leaning more towards a Eurolager Pilsner flavor.
Yeah, I agree with you. And that grassiness, the slight bitter, grassy, hoppy type flavors. It does have that Europel Pilsner type lager flavors. You said I gave it a C plus. I have to agree with myself. I mean, I think that it's right there at that C plus. I mean, I may give it a B minus just because it stayed consistent compared to back in the day, because it reminds me of that flavor from back in the day.
I'd probably go a B minus myself, but just a swallow though. I mean, it's nothing spectacular, but for what it is,
very easy to drink.
Easy to drink, yeah. And you said that in the last video, matter of fact.
Very easy to drink, and like I said, I think I would bump it up to that B minus.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost a C plus, but it has a little bit of easy to drink and a nice little freshness to it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice little zestiness. I mean, not super lemony zesty, but it's a light grassy lemon.
And the weirdness is that there's like a fruitiness to it at the very, very back end that kind of jumps to the front of your palate after you drink it.
Fruity and a maltiness at the back end, kind of. Yeah.
And yet it has that bitter, hoppy, Europel type flair, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that the B minus actually is pretty good because it stayed consistent from back in the day. Yeah. I can remember the flavor now that I've tasted it, and yes, it's staying consistent. And not only that, but I think that I probably underrated it. You know, because I do think that it does represent in some category a better beer than what most of these beers that are put in this stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Am I digressing too much?
It's a trip.
Yeah, it's a tripping animal, man.
Yeah. You know, tripping animals, most of their beers, it's like a hit or miss. None of them are really spectacular. They're kind of like here or there, like right above a little bit of goodness or right below it. You know?
And it might have been about that time when I was having a lot of tripping animal beers that I said that about that. Yeah. But I do think that it's a pretty decent beer.
I'm surprised I get so many of them up here in South Carolina after from Florida. Yeah.
And overall, pretty delicious beer. 4.5. So I mean, it's not going to, basically make you, fall over drunk, and And if you're having a hot day, you're cutting the lawn or doing yard work, or you're just working hard at home in general,
Or you got some goats and you want to appreciate them even more.
yeah, I think that it would be very refreshing because it's easy to drink, zesty, in my opinion, kind of refreshing.
Yeah, I think it's a little refreshing.
The zestiness of it and everything.
Now that I'm drinking more of it, I probably go to C plus because it is there's a weird stale taste in it.
Oh, what is your date on yours?
It's got to be the same as yours. I bought it at the same place. Shit, there it is. 8/11/25.
What time?
9:51 a.m.
Well, I got the same beer.
Same exact beer.
Huh.
I don't know if I ripped these off a 6-pack or if they had actual. Yeah, that place I usually go to, they got 6-packs or whatever you pull them out, break them off of. They don't have them actually lined up.
You would do that?
I would do what?
Break it off from a 6-pack?
Yeah, I mean, they got the little labels there that say 6-pack only, or they'll have the 6-pack price and the single price. So if it says 6-pack only, you can't. That's the only thing I hate about it because they're all next to each other. You got to actually look. Because I've broken a couple off before that were 6-pack only. They get them up there, and I think this is only 6-pack only. I'm like, really? Yeah.
Well, fuck, I got only one now. What are you going to do?
I mean, what are you going to do? Yeah.
If I was the owner or the person working it, I'd say, you know what?
You got balls.
6-pack price is $8, or let me just put it this way, make it easy. 6-pack price is $6. I'll charge you $1.25. What do you think?
Yeah, he's making a 25-cent profit. Okay, that sounds like a great deal.
All right, and then I'd sell it to you for $1.25.
Of course, they wouldn't do that.
But if it was me and I was working the cash register, I'd turn around.
Yeah.
Or the manager or the owner, I would go ahead and do that. I wouldn't give a shit.
I don't know if you could punch it into the system. Hey, let's make all these beers this price. Yeah.
Well, I could tell you this much. Winn-Dixie, whenever I worked it years ago when I was a kid and everything, you know, and the manager said, hey, go get us the beer there, Jammer, you know, because we would drink beer after work and all that stuff. Go get us the beer and go ahead and pay for it, all that stuff, because they'd give me the money and all that stuff.
Wait, you're a kid, though? Were you of age to drink?
Yes, I was a kid. I would make a Winn-Dixie cooler, which was 2 paper bags and 2 plastic bags. The plastic bags inside of the paper bags with ice in the plastic bags, and the beer inside the ice. Yeah. You know, and everything. And I'd go over there and pick out beer and everything, and go up front and say, "Oh, $10 general merchandise."
Right. That's interesting. You call that a Winn-Dixie cooler because somebody out west might call that a Piggly Wiggly cooler, or somebody up north might call that a Tops cooler.
Yeah. There are Piggly Wigglies up north in Virginia, you know.
Yeah, there is actually the only Piggly Wiggly I've seen on my trip here, between here and Florida, is after you come in Georgia, a little bit north in Georgia on 301, I believe. There's a Piggly Wiggly there. I want to stop there next time I come by there. I'm stopping there. I haven't been to a Piggly Wiggly since 1995 when I was in Texas.
You know, all those different. There was a store called. Golly, what is it called? What was it called? Golly, little. I can't remember the name of it now. Golly, I can't believe it.
Grocery store?
Yeah, it was a grocery store, and they had the grocery store name was a certain name, and then they had the convenience stores. It was the same name, but it was called Little something, you know.
Oh.
So if it was like...
Let's Googleize it, Jim. Maybe we can find out.
If it was George's... Yeah, it was George's. George's and Little George's.
Little George's. Okay. Never heard of it.
It was up in Maryland.
Now I lived in New York. Where I lived in New York, it was back in those days, 80s, early 90s. It was Tops and Wise, Weis.
I remember the Wise name. Do you remember Giant?
Yeah, Giant. Remember Giant? Yeah. They weren't too much in New York, but Pennsylvania had Giants, I think.
Maryland, Pennsylvania area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know if Tops are still around anymore.
I don't know. I've never heard of it.
Yeah, I was in New York, and it was actually owned by a guy that ran for New York governor. He didn't win, but back in the 80s. Against one of those assholes, Cuomo or something. Daddy Cuomo.
Never heard of it.
Let's Googleize it. If I can find Google. I don't know where Google is.
It.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are Tops supermarkets still around in New York? Let's see. Yes, Tops friendly markets are definitely still around New York. Vast majority of their locations, around 130, situated in New York along blah blah blah. Pennsylvania and Vermont operate under their own brand. Okay, you got me on that one.
Yeah. One lager to trip them all.
Yeah. Oh, we finished that already, yeah? I better catch up.
You look like you have horns. Evil.
There. That looks like one of my ex-girlfriends. Red eyes.
Yeah, and you did
mean
a doggy
looking
style. Did the goat doggy.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't they call it, cow style or
I know.
goat style or
I guess dogs are what you catch the most, you know?
yeah, it sounds more flowing, doggy style.
Yeah, I mean, even cats. Have you ever caught? I never seen two cats having sex. I don't think in my life.
Man, I think you're right. I don't think I ever remember seeing it.
I think I've seen squirrels having sex once or twice. Insects like grasshoppers all the time.
Turtles.
Grasshoppers like to hop around, I guess. Turtles, yeah, even turtles, yeah, even slow as they are, but they're getting it done.
Cows, horses.
I never seen cows doing it. Horses, yeah,
I've seen cows do it.
I haven't been around too many cows, yeah. But not human cows, yeah, not the animal cows. Yeah, flies.
Yeah,
I've seen flies doing it.
Love bugs, of course.
Love bugs, yeah, they're all over the damn place. They're doing it all over.
Rabbits,
yeah. But dogs, I mean, man, I had one dog when we were kids. Her name was Pepper, and she wasn't a house dog. She stayed outside, chained up to the damn doghouse. But we didn't have a fenced-in yard. All the dogs from our neighborhood and beyond came. There's a line of dogs out there. They're pulling a train on her.
So
looking out the window.
She was popular.
Well, looking out the window, and there's like dogs just taking their turn on her. Yeah. What a little slut, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
Poor girl.
Did you get puppies out of it?
Yeah, she had a litter one time. It was like 6 puppies, I think, and my step cousins lived next door. They got one puppy. Their dog got ran over. We got one puppy. Then they gave the rest away. And then I don't know what happened to her. Pepper, I guess, gave her away too. I'm sure our other dog Trigger was jealous of all the other dogs humping her. But I don't know what happened to our dog. He might have got hit by a car too. We named him Scrappy, one of the puppies. Yeah, he got scrapped. Matter of fact, I remember one time we were out on an adventure that my brother used to take me and my other brother and our cousin out on an adventure, and And somebody came and found us and said their dog that my cousins had got hit by a car. And my cousin was crying and went back to the house and found his dead dog in the street, with his head crushed. Terrible, terrible. And now my brother and my step cousin are gone. Step cousin David, he died. It was 2025. 2023? Has it been that long? 2023? Summer of 2023 or summer of 2024? I think it might have been 2023. But he's had heart problems ever since, like early 2000 teens, late 2000 signals, digits. Matter of fact, I gave him a heart attack when I was in New York in 2013. I think that was his first heart attack. I was like, hey. Yeah, I was like, hey, me and my half brother were out at the bar. I said, hey, you want to come out? And he's like, nah, I'm not feeling too good. Next day, I find out he had a heart attack tonight. Actually went flatline.
That's terrible.
Yeah, he didn't see nothing though.
No light, no nothing, huh?
He said it felt like he was just sleeping. He woke up.
You know what? Here's the thing. I don't know what to think of that because if he flatlined and he didn't see anything, is that a good sign or a bad sign?
That's a good question. Or maybe he did see something and
he
came back and don't remember it. Yeah, I always wonder about that too. When I almost drowned, they say people have near-death experiences, not even drowning like completely, but almost drowning and have a experience. And I didn't have nothing that I remember.
Maybe it's because it wasn't meant to be, and the fact that you didn't really have a near-death experience because you never were intended to die or never intended to be near death.
Right. Even though
you're always meant to be survived, and you did.
Yeah. I mean, even with him with his heart attack there, I mean, maybe he was meant, well, it wasn't your time, so we're not even going to pull your spirit out of you. You're going to stay right there.
Yeah. It's an odd situation there, when you really think about it.
Yeah. Because for all the people that have near-death experiences, I mean, some people don't have it at all or don't remember nothing at all or,
I don't know. I do believe that there are spirits, whether they are in limbo or whether they're...
That's right, Jammer. You're locked up.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're locked up.
Oh, wait. Okay. I'm back.
You're back, yes.
You're back too. Okay. Let's talk about some spirits.
I was just saying whether they're spirits and whether or not they... I believe they're spirits. Whether they're in limbo or whether they're, in hell or headed to heaven, I do not know. I don't tend to even contemplate that because, but I do think there are spirits that are bound, tethered to this earth.
Yeah.
Or tethered to certain locations and buildings and stuff like that.
Haven't moved on? They haven't moved on?
Yeah, they haven't moved on.
Yeah.
And here's the other thing. I don't know if you ever did this, but electronic voice phenomenon, EVP.
Oh, yeah.
That does exist. Whether that is radio signals from the past still floating in the atmosphere.
Right.
Or what, I don't know. I couldn't figure it out. And for people to think they know for a fact, I think they're being a little naive to think that they know that it's working or whatever. That's the way it works and that's just how it is. Not necessarily,
Yeah. I mean, it's all a mental state of mind, too. Like, when my brother died and we got back to my mother's house that night, everybody's gathering at my mother's house, and we're all sitting there in the kitchen talking. I mean, it's loud in there. A lot of people are in there. And I'm talking with my younger brother. All of a sudden, I heard my brother that died saying my brother's name, Pat. Pat. Mm-hmm. And I'm like fucking freaking out. I'm like, what the fuck? Mm-hmm. And then I realized the dog's barking.
Yeah.
But I swear to God, I heard my brother's voice saying Pat. But is that me like in a stressful state?
No, I think that's you being in tune with what's going on, and you heard it.
Weird. It was weird.
Just like my sister, when my cousin passed away from brain aneurysm, she always loved butterflies and so forth. And we're on the 3rd floor, and what happens to appear?
A butterfly. Yeah, you told me that. Yeah, I was watching that video a couple of weeks ago.
How odd is that?
Yeah.
You know, and see, those are the kind of things that just don't make any sense. You know, they happen, and you try to dismiss them, but in reality, you should probably be open to it and say, you know what, that was her telling everybody she's all right.
Yeah, I mean, with my brother's voice, the way I heard it is either it was a stressful voice of his or reaching out to my brother, like caring for him. You know, it was almost like, Pat, look out type. Pat.
Yeah, that's probably
weird.
Him basically saying, Pat, take better care of yourself, Pat. You know.
Yeah. But it could have been just a dog, and my hearing was distorted because of all the stress and trauma.
I think it's probably exactly.
That was a very stressful, traumatic day, I think.
I think it was probably exactly that. Pat, better watch out, but take care of yourself.
Well, yeah, hopefully.
Because,
we're having trouble streaming to Facebook. This may be an issue on Facebook, and it's possible the stream was ended or deleted on Facebook. We'll keep trying to let you know if it's resolved. Okay.
Oh, wow. Well, we're done here. At least I am.
I'm done.
All right, we're gonna do one more.
Okay. We can do that last one if you want.
All right, let's do it. Excitement abounds. I'm Jammer.
I'm Shagdog, the magnificent.
Yeah, we are the Spitter Swallow.
Right.
Beer review.
Hey. Thanks to all of our new subscribers, viewers, and commentators. We did have some new comments this week, so I was very pleasantly surprised.
Awesome.
And keep commenting, and Jammer will keep responding, because that's what he does.
Yeah, Shagdog responds to each and every one.
Yeah, and when it's referring to Jammer, I always say, hey, what do you want to respond? Because I make sure. Yeah.
We all look to Shagdog for the best responses.
All right, we'll see you on the next one.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, join Shagdog and Jammer on the Spitter Swallow Beer Review.
Beer review. Join us.